Hi everyone, my name is William Odom and I'm an undergraduate student at East Carolina University. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the effects of caffeine use and the good, the bad, and some of the basic chemistry behind it. Let's have some fun. First and foremost, I'm going to start by listing off some of the potential benefits that putting caffeine in your body can have. The first of which is it's a brain stimulator. Okay, it aids in wakefulness. You're early in the morning, you get that cup of coffee. All of a sudden, you're just like, all right, ready to go. Let's go. John Cena, you can't see me. I'm ready to go. And then it also increases dopamine levels in your brain. It helps your brain release the chemical dopamine, the happy drug. So your mood increases. It's technically it's a mood enhancer or a mood alterer. It also increases blood flow. It increases your heart rate. The blood will actually stop going, not stop entirely, but primarily start going to your muscles instead of your your organs or other processes, because it's just a stimulant. It makes you want to go. And one of the good things about, one of the not good but greater things about caffeine is that it has such a short half-life compared to some other drugs. Its half-life is 5 hours. So let's say you drink your cup of coffee and you're like, maybe I want another one. Well, the caffeine from those 2 cups of coffee in your morning are going to last you the effects are going to last for about 10 hours. So you have to really be careful with how you're using caffeine or even abusing caffeine, because depending on the time of day that you ingest it, it could really mess up your sleep cycle. So some of the consequences of abusing caffeine actually can get pretty scary, but that's just how science is. Science can get scary. It can blow up in your face or whatever, but this is caffeine we're talking about. And the way caffeine, well, it really isn't regulated by certain FDA restrictions or government regulations, whatever, but there's always a limit. I mean, there's always too much of a good thing. Now, I'm not saying don't ingest caffeine. I'm not saying don't drink coffee. I'm not saying quit your energy drinks. You do you. I just want to make sure the people out there are informed and make sure they're making healthy decisions. Now on to the bad news. You can get addicted to caffeine. Caffeine is a drug. It is a soft neuroenhancer, as some would like to say, and it's really easily addicted. It's not hard to throw back a couple of cups of coffee and then easily exceed your daily dose, or daily dose being your maximum amount of caffeine that your body can handle at a certain time, because there is a limit. You can be poisoned by ingesting too much caffeine at once. For instance, in one of the articles listed below in the description, if you take powdered caffeine, there are some powdered caffeines you can buy, and they are highly recommended against. You should not buy them because it's very easy to overdose. Just a spoonful of that powdered caffeine is, I believe it was approximately 300 cups of coffee, and you're not thinking about it, and you're rushing in the morning, you're like, oh, need some caffeine, or maybe it's late at night and, need to do an essay, need to work on a project, just throw in some caffeine, stir it up, and caffeine becomes toxic to your body. Yes, there is too much of a good thing. So the idea of having controlling your caffeine intake is really important, and you should monitor it just a little bit throughout your day, because it's really easy now with the rising trend of Starbucks drinks, energy drinks, and especially among college students. You just have to kind of watch what you put in your body, and if you're not careful, it can have some side effects. Now, some of the information on caffeine addiction is primarily just you're going over your limit, and then you're becoming tolerant to the caffeine use. You have to put more in your body, and more, and all of a sudden you're addicted, and then let's say you go cold turkey a day or two. Well, you're going to suffer from withdrawals, just like any addict. Not saying, addiction for caffeine is so terrible, because I know a lot of people do have caffeine addictions and suffer from caffeine withdrawals, but it's not as severe as some of the other addictions you can have. Some of the side effects of caffeine addiction are fatigue, headaches, flu-like symptoms, stuff like that. Like I said, information in the description of the video, links to these articles I have annotated and analyzed. All this information's down there. So if you want to do further research on caffeine, I highly recommend it. There's plenty of information out there. There are plenty of studies that have been done. And just make sure everybody's safe and everybody knows about the topic. But enough of the bad, let's get into some of the more fun stuff. Chemistry of caffeine. So the way caffeine actually works is it's sort of a tool for your brain to use. Now, if you want to get scientific with it, the actual name of caffeine is, for like the organic chemists, trimethylxanthine, right? Trimethylxanthine. And it looks like this. This is one of my articles. It kind of looks like this, right? 3D modeling is pretty cool. Science is amazing. We get to look at things no one has ever seen before with their bare eyes, or their naked eye rather. So, systematic name, 137 trimethyl blah blah blah. A lot of science terms, right? Not gonna bore you with that. But the idea is it kind of acts as it's a brain stimulant, right? It's a tool for your brain to use to release more of the chemicals you want to use each day. Dopamine. It's the happy drug. I'm sure you've heard of it before. When your brain releases dopamine, it's usually when something good happens, like you get a good grade on a test, or you bite into some candy. It's your brain's like, yes, I like this. Bam! It's what keeps you doing what you like to do. When you're doing like one of your favorite activities, your brain's releasing dopamine. When I'm studying about chemicals or making crystals out of solutions, dopamine. But that's just me. Everybody has their interests. So for more chemistry, it stimulates nerve cells in the brain. There's a drug in the brain called adenosine, and it's a drug your brain produces to make you want to fall asleep. It's something, you had a long day, your body's tired, your brain's like, okay, I'm tired too, need to take a nap, need to fall asleep for the night. Well, caffeine prevents the adenosine from binding to certain receptors in your brain to tell you to go to sleep. So it's like one guy telling you to go to sleep, like a little voice in your head, hey, you're tired, you need to do this, you need to go to bed, brush your teeth, be a good son. And then got this caffeine chittering in your ear. We're gonna stay up late playing our Nintendo DS under the covers to the wee hours of the morning. So that caffeine is just preventing the adenosine from doing its job, and then you stay awake, right? It induces wakefulness. And you have to be really careful, because if you start drinking energy drinks or coffee in the evening, and you can't fall asleep, you're gonna suffer from lack of sleep. So be really careful with when you ingest caffeine and how much you ingest caffeine. Just a little basic chemistry. So in the conclusion, of this video, I want you to take away 3 things. I want you to take away 1, caffeine is good. It is a stimulant. It gives you some dopamine, helps you work out, helps your muscles, helps you wake up, all these good things. But then there's the bad. You can overdose, you can get addicted. Try not to put in 8 cups of coffee if you don't know your limit, because it's different for everybody, right? Find out your own limit. Do like a calculator online from not a refutable source, but a good source with lots of citations and scientific studies to back it up. And try not to just go to Starbucks 3 times a day. Maybe save yourself a little money. But I'm not saying don't drink caffeine. I'm not saying don't drink caffeine. I love my caffeine as much as the next guy. I mean, as you can see, I like the taste of Monster. I like the taste of coffee. I like when I get up early in the morning and have to drive somewhere, I have to go somewhere, maybe drive for 2 hours, let's say, or I have a long day at school, long day at work. Caffeine. It's going to be your best friend. But you don't want to abuse it. You want it to be a tool for your body. And the third thing, chemistry. You probably don't really care about that. You're just here for some of the quick tips. But anyways, thank you for watching. And if you want more content on some good, bad, and chemistry of certain drugs in your day-to-day life, or just general chemistry content, I am a chemistry and biology undergraduate at East Carolina University, so I enjoy talking about this stuff. I enjoy researching about this stuff. Leave a like or a comment. I don't really care about likes. Just comment on what you liked, comment on what you disliked. You know, help me make these videos better, right? Because I have fun doing the research and informing people, and I want to try to make these videos funny, entertaining, but also very informative to anybody who likes to watch it. So, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day.